me, and I mean really knows me, will tell you that I hate doing cardio for the sole purpose of doing cardio. This includes things like running. Now, I know running is a great form of cardio, but I just never really got into it because I always found it boring. Don't get me wrong, I love doing cardio. I just prefer to do things that are more fun that also give you a good cardio workout, such as playing soccer, going to play squash, or rollerblading. But recently, all of that has changed, and I think I could chalk it up to this one device right here. Because of the coronavirus, I've been doing a lot of sitting at home and eating. My fitness has definitely suffered since the beginning of the pandemic, and I really wanted something that would spark my motivation, at least in the colder months, because, my true love of rollerblading kept me pretty active during the summer. My goal was to spark my motivation by getting an Apple Watch. So the first thing I want to say right off the bat is that I don't really find the EKG, ECG, electrocardiogram, whatever you want to call it, or the blood oxygen monitoring or the sleep tracking particularly useful for my situation. Maybe the sleep tracking would be useful for me, but then I'd have to find times throughout the day to actually charge my watch, so I haven't really been using it consistently. I also found that the default sleep tracking functionality provided by Apple was kind of bare bones. I heard that there are a lot of good third-party apps out there that will do a much better job, so maybe I'll try those in the future. But for now, I haven't really been into the whole sleep tracking thing. As for the EKG, I pull it up once in a while just to check if I'm still at a sinus rhythm. Turns out that's a regular heartbeat. But other than that, I don't really know if it's useful for me. I also don't really know what the blood oxygen sensor could be used for in my situation. I know that there might be some uses for checking your blood oxygen levels if you're worried that you're sick or worried that you have coronavirus, as well as if you're some mountain climber or some other high altitude athlete. But for me, I haven't really found it that useful. I've tried it a few times and I've consistently gotten between a 97 and a 99% blood oxygen level. Yes, even while wearing a mask. But as for now, I don't really use it for much more than like a party trick for like the 10 people I'm allowed to see during quarantine. The most useful part of the Apple Watch for me, and I'm emphasizing the for me part of it, is the Apple Fitness side of things, along with some other features here and there. So I've tried a few Android watches in the past, and I've never really found them to be as well put together as the Apple Watch. I always seem to have some problem with them, like lack of a steady Bluetooth connection or lack of app support. I'm talking to you, Galaxy Fit. One of the biggest things that enticed me to getting an Apple Watch is how it just seems to always work. And this is 100% true. I've had the Apple Watch for about a month now, and I've had zero problems with it since I got it. Okay, so onto the fitness aspect of the Apple Watch. I absolutely love the Apple Fitness feature set on the Apple Watch. And I think I found my new addiction, and that's closing the rings. For those of you who may not know, the rings I'm talking about are the move, exercise, and standing rings that are part of Apple Fitness. When first setting up your Apple Watch, you're asked to set goals for yourself. The defaults being 600 calories for the move goal, 30 minutes for the exercise goal, and 12 hours for the standing goal. Closing those rings basically means I'm reaching my goals. It's also not that difficult to close the rings on the default goal settings, even by accident and without thinking about it. So when I first got the watch, I kind of bumped the goals up a little bit just to push myself a little bit more. And that dopamine rush, when you get those sweet ring closing animations, is 100% worth pushing yourself a little bit harder. So, did getting an Apple Watch work in keeping me more active and getting me off my butt more often? To that, I would say definitely. It's been keeping me very motivated, and I've been trying to close my rings every single day. I even feel bad if I miss a day, and it's the exact motivation that I needed. And it's not just closing the rings that keeps me motivated. It's also the little trophies or rewards you get for doing certain activities, such as getting a 200% calories burned goal or performing a perfect fitness week, and there are many others. They also have these cool monthly goals that, from the look of it, differ from person to person and act as almost a motivational stepping stone to get you more and more fit. Since getting an Apple Watch, I've actually been going running. You know the thing that I said I hate in the beginning of the video? Yeah, I've been doing that. I love closing the rings so much that on days where I can't make it to the gym, I will actually get dressed and go for a run. And I enjoy it. It helps that I can just download my audiobooks and music onto the watch, and now I don't have to bring my phone with me when going on a run like I used to in the past. Overall, I think the Apple Watch is a must-have if you're into fitness and have an iPhone. And the good news is that Apple actually recently launched their new, cheaper version of the Apple Watch, which is called the Apple Watch SE. This watch doesn't have an EKG, it doesn't have a blood oxygen sensor, which, like I said in the beginning, I don't really find useful, and I don't know how many people would find it useful, like the average person. The one feature that is missing that would be nice to have on the Apple Watch SE is the always-on display, but even then, the moment you lift your arm, the screen turns on anyways. So if you can go without those features, the Apple Watch SE might actually be the watch you should get. I also wanted to mention that the Apple Watch to me seems like such a good product, such a well put together product. It's actually one of the main reasons I switched from using an Android for the past 10 years to getting an iPhone. I really just wanted an Apple Watch. So to answer the question in the title, is the Apple Watch good for fitness? Yes and no. If you're already on a track where you have your kind of fitness habits set, I would say you don't really need an Apple Watch for the fitness aspect of it. But for those of you who need that little extra motivational boost or that little bit of babysitting, yes, go ahead and get the Apple Watch. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it. So until next time, thanks for watching. Have a good one. So I also found out this really cool feature on the Apple Watch. So I use this app called Filmic Pro on my iPhone, and I always had to either connect my iPhone to my laptop to use it as like a monitor. And recently I found out that the Apple Watch just does that for you. It actually acts as a monitor. I don't know if you can see, but I'm right there. It's super laggy, but it gives me a decent enough picture so I can kind of get a decent framing. I know kind of if I'm centered, what the lighting looks like. It also allows me to hit record or stop recording from the watch without having to like reach around my phone and blindly try to press the record button. So I don't know. I thought that was just really cool.